Hi you guys, welcome back to my garden. In today's video we're going to be planting up our first containers for spring. I am so excited about that because I've been waiting on pins and needles, and even though it would be more functional for me to be outside pruning back my hydrangeas, getting up leaves that were left over from the fall time or whatever, I have got to get my hands in some dirt. So what I want to do is I want to run inside and I want to get the flowers that we're going to be using from up underneath the grow light. Yes, the grow light. So we are going to be using in this beautiful arrangement some tulips and daffodils that we forced. So let's go inside and grab them now. So these are the tulips and the daffodils that I forced inside. So I planted these up back in September. I had them up underneath a grow light. So I went out of town, came back and seen how much they had progressed from the time that I left. I went ahead and pulled them out last night, set them right here. We have a beautiful amaryllis arrangement that I did for Valentine's Day. And so you guys, I just love to keep things in bloom in my home. Once the amaryllis bulbs in the front, after they go over, then the ones that are in the back, like this is a good example, then I'll just go ahead and flop those around. Those align more with the spring colors. Not saying that white is not a spring color, because by all means, honey, what would spring be without white? I'll flip those around, but then those will become the back story and these will be the first story here. Back to the tulips and daffodils, let's go ahead and get these out. Here are the last two plants that I need to pick up right here. So I have my daffodils. I also have my tulips here. And so with the daffodils, these ones were kind of like shrouded back. So they were not getting as much light as the other daffodils and tulips were. And then this tulip right here, actually the stage where I wanted to pull the other ones out. So I just kind of have them up underneath the grow light for right now. And that way they can kind of catch up with the other ones. But I'm okay. They have put on a bit more color than what they had, because I kind of got them just on like right up underneath the light. So they have sped it up, because yesterday like these were all green like this one right here. So let's go ahead and get these out. We have all type of stuff growing along for the next season coming up. But you guys, let's go ahead and let's get the tulips and the daffodils. Alright, so now that we have our container that we're going to be using, and more than likely I'll have enough plants left over that I can go ahead and add a second container. But this is a pretty big container right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and line this up. And I love to use these moss containers, you guys, especially in the winter time. They make for a great conversation piece. Now that I have my bag in there, I'm going to go ahead and get some soil in there. Alright, so it's not going to cut, so let me go ahead and switch scissors. Alright, so hopefully these scissors will work. They are working like a charm. So I'm just going to trim this off. Everything trimmed. So we're going to start working our plants in. Guys, what do you think? So this is going to be going in an area where you can see this arrangement from all sides. So what I did when I was planting this up, I made sure I went in and literally what you see in the front, if we swap this around, is exactly what you guys see in the back. And I am so obsessed with this. Let's talk about the plants. So we have our pink tulips, and then we have our Daffodil Tete. It's a daffodil that I have to use in my garden every year. And you guys, I am notorious for using yellow in my fall and my spring displays. It's just something about that yellow color. It just makes you stop in your tracks and it grabs your attention. So Daffodil Tete. We also have Campanula here. And then we went in and we graced the sides with some true matrix blue pansy. And then we also have a beautiful lavender. You guys, I am loving this container. Now, as you guys see, I do have quite a bit of plants left over. I don't think I'll have time to plant them up today. But don't worry, I'll bring you guys along with me and you guys can ride in the front seat as I go ahead and just get my garden ready for the springtime. I'm just obsessed. I am going to water it in. I forced these bulbs so that way I could get a little bit of color early and not have to depend on the garden center to go ahead and bring in the tulips and daffodils. And it is a lot cheaper to go ahead and do your own tulips in containers, force them on the inside, and even if you're using them in your spring display in April and May, it kind of gives you the hand up on things. And for me, what it does is it allocates money or coins that I can use in another part of my budget for my display, because you guys, gardening can be so expensive, you guys. So I'm so excited about how everything is looking. I am going to be planting up another container to match this. It's definitely not going to be in the same shape, but I am obsessed with everything that's going on, and I can't wait for you guys to see what I have in store for the rest of the season. If this is your third or fourth time over here watching one of my videos, what are you waiting for? Click that subscription button and join. If this is your first time watching one of my videos over here on Garden Queen, I would love for you to join us and go ahead and subscribe. Besides, it's free. It doesn't cost you anything. And if you found any type of value in this video, if you like this container, go ahead, click the like button. It definitely helps the video out. You guys made it to this section of the video. Thank you for watching, and I want you to go ahead and put spring container so I know that you guys made it to this section of the video. You never know what could be in store. Well, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for hanging out with me, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.